Patch 5 for Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered is here. Or is it? While the game did receive a small update, I wouldn't really say that it was a patch. It also kind of messed up the game a little bit. Either way, today I'm going to fill you in with all the details. So as we can see here on the Steam database, Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered has received a couple of updates. If we start at the bottom and work up, this is the launch version of the game. Patch 1 came on the 12th of March, Patch 2, which isn't titled, came on the 11th of April, Patch 3 was on the 6th of June, and Patch 4 was on the 4th of November. Makes sense. That's exactly where we knew the state of the game was. However, when Tomb Raider 4-6 Remastered got its second patch, that was also listed under 1-3 Remastered on the Steam database. If we click through to the 14th of August update, we'll see that in the actual patch notes it talks about the golden pistols, and then later goes on to talk about Tomb Raiders 4, 5 and the Angel of Darkness. But then if we scroll all the way to the bottom where it shows the actual in-game files, we'll see that some have been added and modified in folders 1, 2 and 3. So we know that this update is for 1-3 Remastered and not 4, 5 and 6, simply because of the folder structure. These patch notes are exactly the same as the ones shown in patch 2 of Tomb Raider 4-6 Remastered on the Steam database, except the files displayed are different. Back to 1-3 Remastered then, and it's literally bytes that have been modified, and what looks like text files. One texture file has been added though in Tomb Raider 1's folder. Now don't get me wrong, the games can share assets between the folders at times, but I believe that this texture is the golden guns. There's also a couple of DLLs that have been added as well. Then if we go back, you'll see that there's another new build listed for the 15th of August. In this changelog, a few more things have been modified. Now a lot of them don't have the values on them, it just lists the file, and also the manifest IDs have also been changed. It looks like Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered got the golden guns added, but the game became unplayable for a number of users, where the game either crashed, achievements didn't unlock, or the game didn't even load at all. After the 15th of August and the following mini update, things have started to work again. As mentioned, the golden pistols are now in Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered, and you get them the same way you do for 4-6. Just sign up to the Society of Raiders page and the toggle should then appear within the sunglasses menu. If it's still greyed out for whatever reason after you've signed up, you've probably linked the accounts incorrectly. Speaking of weapons within Tomb Raider 1-3 Remastered, another Easter egg has been found, this time by Zelfie on X. They posted a video of the PC version showing the Uzi's display name as not Ingram's, and this is a reference to a firearms expert who made a video on the Tomb Raider weapons. As you may or may not know, if you're a PC player, you can change what these weapons and other items in the game for that matter are displayed as. If you know what the actual gun's called, you can give it its actual name by manipulating the game's code. What we're going to do is go into the game files, and in Zelfie's video they used Tomb Raider 3, so that's the one I'm going to use as well. So that would be folder 3 and then the folder text, and then we want the English language, so that's folder EN. But of course choose the folder that corresponds to the language you play the game in. In these folders is basically where all of your subtitles are, or any in-game on-screen wording. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and click on the strings text file. Once it's open, we can change the names of things. So next to Uzis, I'm going to change them to say Ingram. I'm also going to change the shotgun, so when I scroll over it in game, it'll display as it's a shotgun. And then when I scroll over Uzis, it should display as Ingram. Into the game now, and when I open up the inventory and scroll through the weapons, you can see that the shotgun is displayed as it's a shotgun. But if I go over to the Uzis, they now say not Ingram's. But my text file still has them set to Ingram's. You may have noticed as part of the latest update that quick switching between weapons no longer exists. You can see an example on your screen now of what I'm on about. You can hold down the inventory button and press any of the face buttons to quickly switch between the weapons. and you can do this while standing still or running. However, after the mini update from the 15th of August 2025, you're no longer able to do this. If you try to press any of the button combinations, it will send you into a menu where you can then cycle across to the weapon that you want, interrupting the flow of your game. So what's next for this trilogy? Well, according to a post on X by Infinity T Raider, it doesn't look like there's going to be any further updates to the game, unless the community really pushes for one. Now, in my honest opinion, the game is playable and it looks really good in comparison to its original graphics. Could it be better? Absolutely. Take a look at the Gold Edition for some examples. What I feel in terms of the changes that are needed, they're probably quite minimal in the grand scheme of things. It doesn't need a massive overhaul. Remember, it's a remaster, not a remake. So that was just a small update to Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remastered. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the comments below and let's have a little talk about it. Of course, if you like what you see, there's plenty more Tomb Raider content on the channel, such as news of any updates, speedrunning tips, and also things you may not know about the game.